with the tickets, I've heard every excuse. I know people are going to let me down. I know people are going to read my messages and not reply. It gets to me. It's annoying. It's upsetting because the people that I'm asking to buy tickets, I'm asking because I respect them and I want them to be part of the journey. And I think sometimes I have to remind myself that just because you want someone to be there, you want someone to be part of this journey, doesn't mean they want to or have to. And like, if someone said to me, I don't want to support you, or I don't want to watch you box, I don't want to come and watch you, I wouldn't ask them again about a ticket. But if you say to me, I can't this time, but I will next time, best believe I'm messaging you. And if you say, oh, I get paid on this date, like, best believe probably autism brain has got that date stored, and on that date I'm messaging you, reminding you. Then you get the people that just ignore your messages. Like, don't ignore me, because I'll just keep writing like every week or whatever. Oh, have you sorted your ticket? Like, do you want your ticket today? You said you want a ticket, so you need to tell me, like, this is black and white thinking. You need to tell me you don't want it anymore, because otherwise I'll just keep messaging. And I do all right for tickets. It's sometimes I write things like on Facebook or whatever to try and make people understand the stress of it and what it means, because it's like, not only you're not just supporting me on the night, you're ensuring I can box, because it's expensive. Like, when you whittle it down and you work out your expenses and all that kind of stuff, you know, you're not boxing for an awful lot, even if you sell 100 tickets. Like, I'm asking you because I want you, if you know what I mean. So it is upsetting when people don't reply or don't say anything, or, you know, you get the 2 blue ticks but you don't get any response. Like, that stuff does hurt. I try not to let it affect me too negatively, and I'm learning to get better at that.
Probably the ticket sales are actually harder than the fight itself.
Yeah, being a professional boxer, you're a salesman. That's what you are. You're a salesman that risks their life. I put up a post a while back, like, are there any other sales jobs where you know, risk your health, you push yourself to these limits? Because this is like, if you wouldn't apply for this sales position, like, come and sell these cars, but we're also going to punch you in the face, and you're going to get punched in the face every week up until your contract expires, and you're going to have to go for this run, you're going to have to do this, you're going to have to do that. Like, it's a fucking shit job.
No, I get what you're saying, because I think, because, as I say, I'm a casual boxing fan. I took part in an Ultra White Collar event 4 years ago. Didn't fancy getting hit in the head again. But when you see events and you watch, like, your Matchrooms and your Queensberry, you just assume you buy a ticket, everyone gets paid, and everything's taken care for the boxers. I don't think people realise, as you're making clear, that your ticket sales are your bread and butter. You've got to pay for your cabs, you've got to pay for your kit, you've got to pay for your licence, you've got to pay. But I don't think the casual fan sees it. I think they just see a show and just assume that everyone's getting paid and everyone's getting taken care of. So I think people just need to realise how important ticket sales are for you guys to do the job that you're doing.
I mean, if you look at, like, let's say Matchroom, for instance, if they went and put on a show in Scotland, on the undercard, there would be Scottish fighters that would have to sell tickets to fill the arena. They ain't going to take some fighters from Portsmouth up to Scotland because they're not going to sell any tickets. The business model is sales, ticket sales. Now, you'll see all the professional boxers up to, like, Fury and AJ probably don't have to put on their social medias. I've got these tickets. Do you want them? All the other people do. You see, like Terry Harper, she's got a Facebook account just for her ticket sales. You see, the Ron for Bull, Johnny Fisher, is doing thousands of tickets. Now, he's not bad, but if he weren't selling them tickets, he wouldn't be on them shows. All boxers at some point have to sell tickets, and you can say, well, AJ don't sell tickets. No, he doesn't. But his commercial value, if he wasn't selling a certain amount of pay-per-views, then his contract with these people is not going to be as high. So even he, to a degree, is selling tickets, he's selling something. He's got to keep up appearances to sell something. Otherwise, people wouldn't pay him. And when you get right down to the bottom, it's pennies. Like if I worked out what it cost me to train, it probably works out about 150 pound a week. I've got two very good sponsors. Imagine Building Services are unbelievable in their financial input, but at the end of the day, what that covers is my licensing, my medical, and all that stuff. Like that's what that covers. Like that's not a regular income. It ensures that I have the medical, I have the license fees all paid for. That's essentially what they pay for. So without them, this wouldn't be possible. Then I have White Fox Photography, who pay a certain amount each month. Now, if I was to split all the sponsorships down, they equate to about £250 a month. So let's say it's £100 a week to train. I'm a week and a half short already. And that's not taking into fact that the Imagine sponsorship is accounted for. Like that's not a monthly payment. So like you don't make money boxing. Like what I hope in the long term it does is increase my business, that's the gym. Like it makes the gym more appealable to the mainstream. But I'm not sitting here making a lot of money. What I need to do is sell tickets. So at the end of the fight camp, I can I'm almost repaying myself what the excess is that I've had to input into the camp.
Yeah.
And if I don't sell it, what people don't realize is if you don't sell enough tickets, you can't pay the house fee, you can't pay the opponent fee, and that's all then coming out of your pocket. And to a certain degree, you have to back yourself and accept, okay, I ain't done very good this time. I'm going to take this one on the head. I'll make up the difference myself, or accept I'm not fighting for much. Because I believe I can continue to grow, I can continue to get better, I can continue to increase the publicity, I can continue to increase the amount of tickets I can sell. And then hopefully in the long run, I'll come to the end of the camp and I've got some money in my pocket. It's very glamorous, but it's not in reality.